Up next, we have our author, Michael Ranville, who has authored Life to the Years, Living a Robust Life After Heart Disease. Life to the Years is the story of a tenacious and resourceful cardiologist and his resolute patient. It is a lively, anecdote-laden account of seizing control of life after heart disease, long the nation's #1 killer. Welcome. How are you today?
Doing well.
Doing well. What is the significance of your book, and why should people buy it?
Well, because heart disease has been the leading killer in the United States since 1905, and I'm one of them. At a very young age, I had a heart attack. I was working in an anxiety-filled career. I was a speechwriter in the political arena, and leading a horrible life as far as health goes. Lunch was M&M peanuts and pizza, drinking too much beer after work, trying to get business done. And I had the heart attack, and I was lucky enough to draw a cardiologist who was forward-leaning. And I remember sitting in the hospital after I had the heart attack, my family around me, not knowing whether or not I was ever going to be a father again, an uncle, a husband, and whatever. And Dr. James asked me, he said, are you comfortable? And I thought he was just, I was, oh yeah, well, you know. And he says, well, don't get too comfortable because you're going to get up and move. And I've been moving ever since. And that was a few years ago. And since then, the message that we have here is that heart disease is no longer sitting down and watching television and having Dr. Phil be the highlight of your day. It's not, and I've led a very active life, as have others. And we cite others, at least within the political arena, people like President Eisenhower, Lyndon Johnson, Dick Cheney, and we talk about their lives and how they refuse to sit back and have life be nothing more than an easy chair. And families of heart patients have found the book to be particularly helpful because they're resentful, because their husband, their wife, their grandfather, or whatever, hey, give me a glass of water, will you? Well, now it's get your own water, because you can get up and lead a robust life, and that's what the book is all about.
So the intended audience then is those who have family members who have had heart disease?
Yeah, and their families.
And their families.
We've had, the message so far has really resonated with families. Dr. James is very candid about his approach, and we've been asked to talk to a number of medical schools because they feel the students will benefit a great deal from his approach. He treated me kindly. We got along. Obviously, we have a personal relationship, and what started as simply an article on patient dignity turned into a book. And the notion of patient dignity and family dignity runs throughout the book.
So you would say this is not just another eat right and exercise heart book?
No,
Not at all.
By no means at all. It isn't. It's a sort of a blueprint for what you can do. And because few families in the country, United States, have escaped the ravages of heart disease because it's so prevalent. And as for me, I've now had, with heart disease, I've seen 30 Christmas mornings with my family. I've seen my daughter get her PhD. And I hope to live long enough to see my beloved Detroit Lions go to the Super Bowl.
All right. On that note, for the viewers at home, how can they connect with you?
www.lifetotheyears.com. It's all small case.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you
I
very
really
much.
appreciate it. Thank you.